Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm participating in the Rustic Wednesday, but on a Saturday collaboration that is hosted by my good friends Dawn from Shabby Meets Bling and Shelly from Repurposed My Way. I will be doing two projects that are rustic and a little bit primitive. Now my first project here is this picture frame that I got from the Goodwill. It was $2.99. I got it half off, and I'm going to be covering this. Yes, I'm just going to be covering it. No painting. I'm going to be using some burlap, and this fabric here is from an old sheet that I will be cutting and ripping the edges just a little bit, pulling the threads. And this is a picture that I'm going to use. This is actually something I printed from Creative Fabrica, and I did the 5x7 size when I printed it on my printer, and I cut it out and it fits perfect in here. I just love this little rooster. I know he looks pretty good for fall, but you know, you can, if you love roosters, this is something you can have every day, or you can just have it in the fall time. So this is basically what I'm going to be doing, is putting the burlap over here and then my linen. So I'm just pulling out the threads, and then I will be cutting the pieces. These are just a little bit too long here. I don't want them this long, because this part is going to be sticking out on the outside. Kind of like that. I need it to be cut about right here. And then I'm going to cut to my length, and let's go to this other side here. And I'm not going to be straightening out the burlap. I kind of like it to be wrinkled. I'm going to go ahead and cut out the other 3 pieces here and on the sheet. I got my 4 pieces, and I just pulled some of the strings. I'm going to use my dark antique wax on here, and I'm just going to darken this up just a little bit. Make it a little more rustic looking. And then I will be doing this on all 4 pieces. And I'm only going to be doing it on one side, because the other side's going to be hot glued down. You won't see it. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, now I have my pieces here that I'm just going to be hot gluing on. You know, down the road I'll probably be changing this frame out to something else. But for now, we're going to use it for this. I might be using this for Halloween down the road. Trim a few pieces here. Get that last piece on. Okay, and now I'm going to be gluing on the sheet fabric here. And I'm going to go close to the glass and just press on there. I'm going to glue that down just a touch. And fold the corners here a little bit. I'm going to do the top and the bottom first, and then the sides. Some of these you gotta kind of play with just a little bit. Let's get that last piece on now. And And I'm going to cover up these corner edges with scrap pieces of the burlap. Now this top corner, I want to embellish it a little bit. I have this ribbon here that I think I got this at Walmart. I'm just going to make 2 little loops. Just going to hot glue them together. Just want to have a little bow. Let's glue that one right there and get this one done. And get this one glued on. And I want to put some tails on here. I'm just going to cut a piece and then cut it in half. And I'll just hot glue this on. Cut them off just a touch and tack them down. Alright, the next thing is I took another piece of that sheet fabric and I put the dark antique wax on both sides, and I'm going to make a bow here. I'm going to hot glue on top of the ribbon bow. Once I get it perfect here, well, semi-perfect. Okay, gonna cut the tail off a little bit. There we go. And the next thing I want to do is add some feathers. These kind of remind me, this is a feather boa that I have, and it reminds me of the rooster feathers here. It blends perfectly, and like I said, this does look like it could be for fall or just for every day if you decorate with these colors. I also want to take some of this raffia and make another bow. It's like 3 bows here. Pull these apart just a little bit. I'm going to scrunch it up, cut it off, and then hot glue it on. Then I want to take my little feathers here and just kind of glue them randomly around the bows. Let's just do a few more feathers. Alright, the next thing I'm doing is I have these little berry clusters that I'm going to cut into 4 pieces and hot glue them around. I also have these little pip berries. I love these colors. I'm going to use the orange and the cream color. Just going to twist them a little bit. I'm going to do 2 on each side with each color. Now the next thing I'm doing is I have this vintage button that came from my mother's button stash, and I'm going to use that the strings that came off of the burlap that I pulled off. I'm going to tie those in a knot, spread it out a little bit. I'm going to hot glue that on first. First I want to cut it. A little bit too long in some spots, and I think the raffia is just a little bit too long also. Let's go ahead and get this glued on. And then we'll put the button right here. Okay. I could take the back of it off, but I might want to take this off and use it for something else, so I'm just going to put a lot of hot glue right there. Now I need to put something on the bottom right corner. I have a couple of these leaves that I want to put on first. And I also have a few flowers you can see right here. Kind of blend in with what's going on in the picture. And here's some of those raffia scraps that I cut off from the bow. I tied together. Just going to hot glue that on. Then I have some little berry clusters. I'm going to use the pit berries, maybe, maybe not. I'll go ahead and put this little orange flower here. And a berry cluster. And then just keep adding my other two flowers and some more berries. You know what, I think I'm going to change those out, put the green there and the cream one there, and that is it for the frame. Now my next project, I'm taking this pickle jar here and I'm going to make it into a honey pot. So I printed this off where it says fresh honey. That is going to go on here. I do want to use the lid, and here's some more of the fabric from that old sheet that I'm going to be covering the lid with. And I want to paint the jar first though. I'm not going to have it clear. So I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color Ivory. And I'm going to get this all painted up on the sides and the bottom, and I'm going to be putting it on pretty thick because I want this to look kind of old, so I don't want it nice and smooth looking. I want it to look a little chunky in some spots, and I want to try to get it to crack a little bit. Alright, so here has about 2 or 3 coats on, and I've been taking my heat gun to dry it and make it crack just a touch. You can kind of see the cracks there. There you can see some of the cracking that's going on. I'm going to go ahead and continue to get this dry, and hopefully it will get a lot of cracks on it. The next thing I want to do is work on the lid, and I don't mind the green because it looks dark, but that red on top was not good. So I just took a scrap piece of paper and Mod Podged it on. Now I'm just going to take some hot glue and glue this down. I'm also going to glue the sides. Just kind of scrunching it as I go. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get it on here real quick because I'm trying to figure out where to put my honey. It's a little big, so I did make my top fabric a little off center. So I'm just trying to see because I want to kind of be able to see the fresh part of it too. Now I did take the ivory paint and stippled it on with my stencil brush, and I'm taking this burnt umber and did the same thing just to kind of darken it up just a touch. I didn't want it like pure white on there, and I'm just going to take some Mod Podge and get this Mod Podged on. Then I can take some burnt umber and go over the whole jar. Alright, so this is what I'm doing. I'm just taking a damp piece of paper towel, dipping it in the paint, and putting it on. You can kind of see the cracks, and I kind of wipe it off just a little bit with the bottom part of the paper towel. Now I'm going to go darker along the edges of the fresh honey label that I made. Get a little bit more darkness here. And I'm just wiping off a little bit more. I have the rest of it done now, and I'm taking that same paint with my toothbrush here, old toothbrush, and I'm splattering it. And I'll also splatter on top of the honey label too. I really like how this looks. Getting that rustic look here. Let's go ahead and put the lid on. There we go. It looks good. Alright, so I have this ribbon here. It's wired, so I cut that piece off, and I'm going to cut this off. I want to wrap this around. And I went ahead and took some of that paint, the burnt umber, and I went over the cloth there of the lid. You can kind of see it's darker. I didn't like the color of it. I wanted it just a little bit darker. Now this is a little stiff to work with. I wish I had fabric that looked like this. I kind of do, but it's red and cream, and I didn't want to use red. And I think this is just a little bit too thick. I'm going to cut this down, make it skinnier, because this is just not working for me here. Alright, I cut a little bit more off, and I think this is much better. I'm going to go ahead and tie this around on the lid. Push it around here. Just trying to work it in there. I'm going to tighten a knot. There we go. Just kind of play with it a little more here. And cut the tails off. It's a little bit too long. I also have 3 pieces of jute here that I'm going to tie around. And just tighten a knot just like I did the ribbon. Okay, kind of move it around here. I want to add a couple things also here on the side of the jar. So I have this little craft honey dipper thing that I'm going to use that burnt umber. I'm going to paint it that color. And then I'll just be tying it on to the honey pot. Okay, that is all done. Just going to tie it on, and I don't like the way that is looking. I also want to put this on here. Let's fix this. I want to do this the other direction. So I have that rusty metal bow that came off of, I think it was my little Halloween kitty cats, that I'm going to hot glue right there. Alright, so that is it for the honey pot. Let's see how I styled both of these projects. Alright, my sweet friends, that's going to do it for the video today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and please be sure to check out everybody's videos. I have the playlist link down below in my description box, along with the host channel links. I want to wish everybody a very wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.